Every great project has its humble beginnings, from books to movies to Minecraft worlds. For instance, this one here. It will eventually become the inverted obelisk world and rise up to rival that of the suspended geosphere. Follow me and watch as I transform this slab of bedrock into a world of greatness. After carefully generating each of the rocks you saw on screen, I meticulously textured each one with deep slate tiles, mud, smooth basalt, cobbled deep slate, and bedrock as a finisher. Once I was satisfied with the paint job, I decided to carve into the sides of the rock to make it look like it had been split from the slab of bedrock. For that is what happened when the great obelisk rose up from the void and struck the floor of the overworld, shattering it and infusing it with skulk and darkness. As you can imagine, this project is going to take me a very long time, so I'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing. Thanks. Now on with the video. Now, even after texturing most of the rocks, I noticed that the spaces between the two rocks were actually very empty. There wasn't anything to fill the space, so I got Grey Dark Mage and Silver Air Mage on, and we tossed around a few ideas, and eventually we landed on this. Unfortunately, by the time I noticed how desaturated these blocks looked with these particular shaders, it was too late and I was already rendering this video. After adding a little bit of personality with bedrock spikes, I remembered that one of the blocks I was using in this color palette was actually a block that was affected by gravity, so I decided that it would be best if I covered them in string, because, well, string supports gravity blocks. After that, all you gotta do is add a little bit of light here and there, and boom, you have the perfect atmosphere. You've probably noticed by now that I'm actually building this world right side up, even though in my last video, when I showed off the obelisk for the first time, well, it was upside down, clearly hanging from the floor of the overworld. Well, what's up with that? Well, I decided that it would be much easier to just build it right side up at first, and then flip it downward. It did cause a bunch of complications in the building process looking back, but it fixes more problems than it causes. At this point, I was ready to just move on and just texture the rocks that we had missed previously, but Grey Dark Mage insisted that there was something off about the rocks that we had textured. There was too much empty space. We needed something more. He suggested that we add cracks. The first of our designs and color palettes didn't really match well with the actual stones. They actually blended in too well, so we decided to change it up a few times, eventually landing on a combination of blackstone bricks, cracked blackstone bricks, and skulk. After texturing the whole thing, adding some lanterns, flipping it upside down, adding perfect shaders, and making the portal functional, we are officially done with the foundation. But one question remains. What about the obelisk itself? Well, that's for next video. But wait, don't click off the video yet! There's still more! I do have a public server where you can come and watch me build this world and develop the geosphere in real time. The IP is on screen and the Discord server invite will be in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, Gold Ember Mage, over and out.